I think most families do observe the don't ask, don't tell rule. Most families want to keep private information private. So if you need to vent, then you can vent to a close relative, and you can rest assured that they're not going to spread it all over the world. Well, Harry has made a fool of himself by doing all of that publicly instead of just discussing things with his family. And now he is an embarrassment to them, and I don't think they're ever going to allow him back unless they put him somewhere on the back of a property far away from the family and the public. And today, one royal expert is claiming that even if Harry should leave Meghan and they divorce, Harry detonated a nuclear bomb in the form of his memoir Spare, which read like a teen lit with sex, lots of drugs, and endless teen angst drama while people expected Harry to act like a man. A full-grown man inhabiting the body of an aging, almost 40-year-old should behave like a man. So the book really sealed the deal on Harry's future in the UK, and his stupid docuseries made people dislike and loathe him even more, because seeing him act like such a teen drama queen with his tacky wife just reinforced people's negative opinions of him. Seeing him made his ugly behavior even more obvious. And how could we forget about the endless lies that he told in interviews and books, and then on that stupid show too, and the way that he and Meghan picked endlessly at Prince William and Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and let's not forget all the digs they made at Queen Camilla, with some thrown King Charles's way too. I'm afraid for Harry, there's no way back. Even though Harry is a dimwit, he has to realize that. It looks like the drug abuse has really fried his brain, and Meghan hasn't helped matters either. But in spite of that, Harry's got to know what he's doing. And I do think that he does. He looked absolutely evil when he was talking so excitedly about Prince William's hair loss and how it makes him not look like their late mother anymore. Harry was positively thrilled to be sharing that information, and he just made himself look petty and ugly. He is so jealous of his older brother, and I think that he wishes he had married Catherine. So all of Harry's hatred is going to cost him a brother and a father and a sister-in-law and pretty much his whole family. Now maybe someday the king is going to decide to forgive Harry and he'll talk to him, but I don't think that day is going to come anytime soon. I suspect the king is just busy being a king, and having this traitorous son does not help him or Queen Camilla. I suspect they're going to leave Harry to himself and see if he can divorce Meghan, and then maybe King Charles is going to give him another chance. But Prince William? I don't think so. I think Prince William is just done with him. Harry could never make up for all the damage that he has caused. When Harry and Meghan went after Catherine and told so many lies about her, and then also, let's not forget, they were the ones who made up those cheating rumors about one of Princess Catherine's best friends, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. There is no way they're going to be forgiven for all that. Harry even went after his own niece and nephews, the Wales kids, and Prince William apparently now doesn't ever want to see him again. There is no way back into William's good graces, and you know what? That's all Harry's fault. Eventually, Harry is going to be a very lonely man indeed, and none of the real royals are going to notice or even care. And I think it's even more of a difficult situation for the family. It goes past anger at the horrible things that Harry has said. I suspect the family has very good reason to see him as mentally unstable, to such a point that he could be dangerous to himself and other people too. And Harry has also admitted that he's a drug abuser. Harry and Meghan have been publicly verbally abusive to both William and Catherine, and both of them are so jealous of their positions and the positions of their children, it's scary. Allowing either Harry or Meghan to ever get close to the family again could be too risky. Neither one could be considered a safe person to be around. They present quite the danger to King Charles, Prince William, and their families too. Even if help is sought out and accepted by Harry, there is no chance that Meghan and her enablers are going to stop their vendetta. Meghan has sucked up every single detail of the royal family, and she is hell-bent on revenge, especially if Harry dares to go against her little schemes. And then Harry's handler is just going to stand there in the shadows and encourage his self-destruction. He is doing exactly what Meghan is telling him to do. Now, she's trying to lay low for now, but I think she's documenting Harry's mental instability because she's preparing for the divorce and she wants to get custody of those invisible children. She's going to be the one to file. I don't think it's going to be Harry, because Harry knows he has no life without her. And Harry, I'm afraid, does not have the sense to see what awful things have been done by her since the very beginning. But still, I don't have any sympathy for him. It's too late for Harry. He is never ever going to be welcomed back into the family again, even after Meghan is long gone. Maybe King Charles, being his father, will have some kind of connection with him, albeit distant. And when Charles passes away, Prince William, who will then become King William, is going to be very serious about his role in the royal family, and I'm sure he's going to keep his distance from this brother who was never supportive of him. They would have to send Harry to some type of hospital or program to get rid of all his brainwashing that Meghan has done. And then I think somebody would need to be by his side all day, every day, because he cannot be trusted. And it looks like his brains have been destroyed from all the drug use. I think Harry's going to end up alone. He'll be living in Nottingham Cottage on palace grounds as a reclusive hermit, because his brains are already fried from all the drug use. He might end up as some type of vegetable, living in his own filth, sitting in front of the TV for the rest of his days. He's unstable, he lies, and he whines about his privileged life when there are people with children who aren't able to turn the heater on because they cannot afford to pay the bill, and they are left freezing in their own homes with their poor children. Well, you know what? Maybe Harry should have to live like that for a couple of years. Give him $50 a week and tell him he's got to pay for all his bills, all his gas, all his food, etc. See how he likes that. Obviously, his life of immense privilege isn't making him happy, so what would? Ms. Angela Levin has spoken out, saying if Harry and Meghan divorce and Harry chooses to move back to the UK, I'm sure Charles would welcome him back into the family. I don't believe that Charles would return Harry's status to that of a senior working royal. Considering Harry has now been diagnosed as having multiple mental illnesses and has admitted to long-term frequent drug usage, which appears to have reached the point that he now must be considered an addict, asking him to do any type of royal engagement would traumatize him and probably the people he encountered on such an engagement. Harry has also said how much he hates royal duty and that the whole monarchy is toxic and antiquated, so him having any part in it whatsoever would be the height of hypocrisy. As for William, I suspect he would not try to go against his father's choice. However, I don't think he will ever willingly interact with his brother again. William is smart enough to know that Harry's words may have been from Meghan's vocabulary, but the sentiment behind them is strictly Harry's. So he knows that Harry meant every hateful, vile sentence he uttered. I don't believe William will be forgiving the things Harry has said about him, but more so about his wife. Harry had better hope that William doesn't just put him out on a faraway estate somewhere that he is out of sight. Perhaps William will buy him a plane ticket to Africa, where Harry has said in the past he wants to live. Finally, this is not going to be easy for William, and it could be that Charles is going to ask them to just be civil together in public and stay away from each other in private. One thing is certain, though, it's never going to be the same again. The trust has disappeared totally. Harry has already shown who he really is. It's going to be very interesting to watch if and when all of this comes about. And you, what do you think about the relationship between Harry and the royal family members? Please tell me what you think below in the comments. Remember to like and share this video with your friends who would enjoy it anytime you want.